Before we start, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. You may watch the video now. So in the early 1910s there were two British companies, called Cunard Line and White Star Line. They were making some large ocean liner, called RMS Lusitania and RMS Olympic. But in 1909 to 1911 White Star made a ship, called RMS Titanic, and it was smaller than the Olympic. The ships were made at Arland and Wolf in Ireland. On the 31st of May 1911 the Titanic was launched in the water, and many people watched as the big ship was getting ready for its voyage. The Titanic was given 4 funnels, 2 anchors, 16 watertight doors and the crow's nest. On April 2, 1912 the Titanic was sailing to Southampton for its maiden voyage. 1912 the Titanic was ready for voyage to New York City, carrying 898 crew members and 2240 passengers. The captain was called Edward John Smith, born in 1850 and now is 62, on voyage with the Titanic. Titanic is now setting sail for New York and everyone is saying bye to their family and friends. But on April 14, 1912 the Titanic was in the North Atlantic Ocean. The lookouts in the crow's nest spotted an iceberg. "Iceberg right ahead," says one of them. "Once the message is picked P by the British, William McMaster Murdoch said hard to starboard. The officer is trying to turn, but since the ship is a big thing it moves slowly. Why are they not turning?" And then the iceberg has hit the ship, making a 300 feet long breach on starboard. The boiler room is flooding, making coal workers having to flee the flood. All watertight doors are closed so they escaped the flood, but now they must stay away from the water since it is freezing cold. The third-class rooms are flooding. This means they just not stay in there. They must tighten their life bells and get out ASAP. The bow is flooding, so now they must abandon ship and get in the lifeboats. The boiler room and E-deck are flooded. After the bow is submerged, the bridge is next. All women and children must get in the lifeboats, while men have to flee. After the bridge has gone under the water, the people are freaking out since the freezing water is coming. The captain is going down with the ship in the wheelhouse. The chains on the first funnel are snapping of cold, and then it becomes unsecure and starts tilting and falling on people who could not swim. William McMaster is filling up as many lifeboats as he can on starboard side. The funnel falling happens with the second funnel too. The chains snap and funnel falls. The ship cannot hold weight at the high angle. The stern is filled with people because it's the safest place away from water. The ship is losing power at the angle. People are slipping on the decks, while others stay at the stern. Titanic's power has fully stopped working. Now the ship is at a very high angle, it cannot hold anymore, so the Titanic splits in between the third and fourth funnel. After the stern hits the water, it crushes a lot of people who accidentally fell under the stern. Both funnels have fallen due to the force. Now the bow has fully gone under. The stern is being pulled vertical, making the floor steep so people climb over the railing of the stern. The Titanic sinks on April 15, 1912 at 2:20 am, killing 17 people and 723 survived. The RMS Carpathia, a ship made by Cunard Line, saves the people in lifeboats and brings them to New York. The Titanic sank within 2 hours and 40 minutes. In 1985 the ship was discovered by Robert Ballard, someone from a company called Titan Submarines. On May 16, 1912 the first Titanic movie was made by a 22-year-old survivor on the Titanic. The Titanic was also predicted in 1898 in a novel called The Wreck of the Titan. They did predict it because both Titan and Titanic sank on April 15 in North Atlantic by an iceberg.